Speaking to Bridie's issue, when I have done a fill with behind an open design, I just in version 9 digitize a fill around the whole shape and then remove overlaps.
Okay, so there is one reason that I don't like that. You're going to end up with lots and lots of cut off um cut off
Yeah,
ends,
right.
and you have to start joining them up again, and you have to do a ton of resequencing. Um Potentially not as much if you're only cutting off from one direction, but when you get down to the bottom of the tree and you're potentially cutting, so you're cutting a hole and you've got stitching above and stitching below the hole.
Right.
um but yeah, that's kind of like the seemingly quick and easy approach to getting rid of stitching, but you do end up sometimes having a humongous mess of
Okay.
odd
To
bits
be
of thread.
to be fair, I have only done it when I've got a cross-hatched background. I haven't done it with all those different designs kind of linked up. So I was
Yeah,
just curious about that.
yeah. Well, especially when you do it with the feathers, because there's like all you know that little bit where we had those two bits coming down
Yeah.
right there. You will probably end up with at least half a dozen
Okay.
little short runs of stitching that are not connected to anything.
Okay.
And you really want to keep it as connected as possible, which is because, and when I do my when I digitize my feathers, all of these designs, they literally start at the top,
Okay.
single
Right.
line without stopping down to the bottom
Right.
and back up to the top again. So when you can remove either from the top or from the bottom, you're only ever going to have one start point and one stop point.
Okay. That's good to know. And on a side note, I'm happy to say that I have finished putting together my Jazzalicious.
Yay!
And I have to say, Sarah, it went together like a dream. I could not believe all those pieces and then that whole paper piece outer border. I'm like, there's no way this is going to be perfect. There's no way, but it is perfect.
There is way because you did it.
Anyway, it's not quilted yet, but I just went out and got backing for it today. But yeah, I just wanted to say that it was a long process. It was a huge job. I think I've been working on it for almost a year, in between other things, because you need to take
Right.
breaks from big jobs like that. But I'm really happy with it. I just love it. So thank you for that.
Good. You
Yeah.
are welcome. I'm so happy that you've had so much fun with it. And yet there is quite a bit of applique on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's one of one of the things that is actually really cool is that you do this. They're actually 12-inch blocks in the center. It's a 3 by 3 grid in the center.
Yep.
And so with a 12-inch, three 12-inch blocks stitched together, 3 rows of, there's really not a whole lot that can go wrong there, even though you're ultimately going to end up with a circle.
Yeah. Well, I think
So
it was all those paper piece triangles in the outer border that I thought, there's no way I'm going to be stretching and squeezing. I didn't. I didn't. I was blown away. Yeah.
yeah, that's one of the joys of paper piecing.
Thank you.
Well, I'm excited to see it when you send us post an in progress picture, even
Okay.
before you start doing some quilting. I'd love to see it.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.